This program is brought to you by generous donations from the community and sponsored by Stiefel Financial.
Good evening. My name is Lynn Forbes, and I'm your host for tonight's edition of Nevada County Now. We wanted to take viewers back to a time in Nevada County when transportation, how people dressed, and the local job market all looked a bit different than today. Yet things today seem so familiar to those times. Thanksgiving in Nevada County during the early 1900s didn't look much different than today. It included local traditions, gatherings, community feasts, church services, and philanthropic efforts. Events often took place in schools and churches and social halls where neighbors came together to share meals and express gratitude, showcasing a tight-knit community spirit. It was also a time for civic engagement, reflecting on the town's growth, challenges, and importance of community resilience, especially in the face of economic or environmental challenges. The 1900s were not so much different than today. We are certainly a community that knows how to come together to solve issues and help folks when they need it. Don't go away. We'll take a short sponsor break and be right back with tonight's news.
Thank you to Stiefel Financial, proudly helping individuals pursue financial goals, businesses and organizations raise and protect capital, and communities offer a higher quality of life. To learn more, visit www.stiefel.com.
At the recent November 21st Nevada City Planning Commission meeting, and after much discussion, a new geodesic dome at the Bodie Hill Hive on Providence Mine Road was approved. Commissioners had some difficulty with this due to the Nevada City style architecture requirement, but they finally did approve the structure after the city's attorney told them they could dispense with that requirement because it is in an industrial area and would be used as a caretaker cottage, and also because it would be out of the general public view. At the same meeting, the commission also discussed and denied a proposed mural on the county maintenance building at 10020 East Broad. Both the Arts Commission and the City Council supported this project, but the reasoning to deny seemed to imply that it was because the county's building, where the mural would be painted, was in the scenic corridor and that a mural was not appropriate. The City Council can overturn Planning Commission decisions if they wish, and applicants can also resubmit applications to the Planning Commission with changes in the hopes that it would appease Commissioner concerns. The City of Nevada City is seeking community input at their upcoming December 10th community workshop. The workshop begins at 6:30 in the City Council chambers. And the workshop will cover the design and construction of sidewalk, crosswalk, cross slope, lighting, and pavement improvements for the Broad Street Y improvements, which will happen between February and June. The Nevada County Sheriff's Office recently had its second annual Children's Holiday Card Contest, inviting children aged 4 to 12 to create holiday-themed artwork. This initiative aims to engage the community's youth and spread holiday cheer through creative expression. This year, 10-year-old Mackenzie Pitts from Ready Springs Elementary School was selected as the winner. Congratulations, Mackenzie. Her design will serve as the official 2024 holiday greeting card for the Sheriff's Office. As part of her prize, Mackenzie will enjoy a ride to school in a patrol vehicle, a Donuts with Deputies party for her class, and a meet and greet with Sheriff Shannon Moon. I would love to be in that class. The Sheriff's Office received 73 submissions from local schools and homeschool programs, showcasing the creativity and thoughtfulness of young artists across the county. All submissions are now featured in a slideshow on the Sheriff's Facebook page to celebrate the efforts of every participant. This contest highlights the Sheriff's commitment to fostering positive connections within the community during the holiday season. The Sierra Harvest Farm Institute team celebrated when they received a $600,000 USDA grant this summer. This funding supports their beginning farmer and rancher training program and expands the curriculum through a collaboration with the University of California Cooperative Extension Service. It adds on-farm mentorships and translates their resources into Spanish. Their current enrollment of enthusiastic beginning farmers in the Ag Skills classes is indicative of the growing interest to start new farms to meet an increasing demand for local food. A strong local food movement cannot exist without successful farmers. Their celebration continued when they received an additional $100,000 USDA grant for their Farm to School program. They are currently working with all area schools to grow the Farm to School curriculum with more farm field trips, additional guest chefs for tasting days, and the management of 10 educational gardens. There are many benefits to locally produced food. These include the economic benefits of keeping money within the local economy, which helps foster economic resilience. The other benefit is that locally produced food reduces the carbon footprint associated with transporting goods over long distances. Additionally, small-scale local farms often use sustainable farming practices. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
From the foothills of the Sierra Nevada, a new hero will emerge. One who is ready. One who makes sure their friends and family are set. And has the power to go at a moment's notice. This fire season, you're the hero. We are Ready Nevada County.
One of our goals as an agency is to bring that awareness that in our community there's still needs out there for firewood, especially in the senior population, and that as together as a community, we can meet that need.
Each year gets a little harder and a little harder, but just seeing this, I feel like one of the lucky ones.
Hi.
From soups and sandwiches to Buddha bowls and pancakes, creating healthy meals from Thanksgiving leftovers is a great way to minimize waste while keeping the flavors of the holiday alive. Here to share some ideas is Shauna Schultz, a registered dietitian who actively contributes to community health in Nevada County. Welcome, Shauna.
Thank you so much.
How was your Thanksgiving?
It was wonderful.
Did you have healthy food or bad food?
A little mix of
Bad
both.
for you for it.
You know,
I think we all do that, right?
I think so, and that's, you know, it's a holiday season. It's time to share tradition, and fun food is part of those memories.
Sure.
So a little healthy mixed with the fun is good.
Sure, absolutely. Have to have a perspective, right?
Yeah.
When you open your refrigerator on the day after Thanksgiving, and you look at all those containers of every kind of food you had the day before, it can be overwhelming, you know. Do I just start piling it on a piece of bread? Do I, you know, get back on track as far as healthy eating? What do you think? Give me some ideas of what people can do when they have those leftovers, both healthy and unhealthy.
First thing I would say is maybe think about prevention. So there's some really cool online food calculators that calculate how much food you need for the number of guests you have, and they even take into account how many leftovers you want and appetite level. So that helps with the food waste part, right? If we're not over making a lot of food. But otherwise, I would say that it's time to get creative.
Right.
Yeah, we can always freeze things, right? And some things freeze well, other things don't freeze as well.
Right, right. And, you know, I often just take that carcass and put it in a big pot and make some good broth and make some turkey soup. That's one healthy way to make something out of the leftovers, right?
Definitely. Soup is a fabulous idea, and then you can also freeze that soup.
Right.
So if you're really tired of turkey, you can freeze it and have it for later. I would also say with turkey, you could shred it and you could add it to things like burrito bowls, tacos. You can maybe add it to enchiladas or save it as a topping for salads. And after all of that feasting, like having a fresh salad can taste really good.
Right,
and
fresh.
Yeah, turkey could be a good topping for that, for some protein.
So when you're done with the day after, or even the day after, and you still have leftover turkey, can you freeze the turkey? And if so, what's the safest way to do that so that you don't get that freezer burn?
Yeah, definitely you can freeze it, and usually per the USDA guidelines, they say 3 to 4 months. It might be able to go longer, but I would pack it really tight. Either you could wrap it, put it in a freezer bag, and make sure that all the air is out, and then it'll stay fresher when you thaw it and you try to eat it again. There's nothing more terrible than thawing something and it's freezer burned and it's not as fresh tasting.
And then when the holiday is over, we're kind of getting ready for the next holiday, right? However you celebrate, whatever you celebrate, I should say, whether it's Christmas or Kwanzaa or Hanukkah. And how do you suggest people kind of pace themselves, from Thanksgiving forward? What's the best way to kind of stay on track so you're not completely going off the rails for 2 months or whatever it is, 6 weeks?
Yeah, there tends to be celebration after celebration, right?
Right, yeah.
I would say have some routine. Remember to eat regularly with a focus on fruits and vegetables. And even though it's chilly outside, getting outdoors into nature for a walk or even making it to the gym, but having some kind of routine in mind, and maybe even also just setting a few really small manageable goals. This week I would like to increase my fruit consumption and focus on that. But I think that the routine really helps, because when we're going from holiday to holiday, we tend to get out of that routine.
Yeah, for sure. Planning is important, and especially if you have kids and a family, that you're both, preparing for your family as well as for yourself, right?
Definitely.
There seems to be more treats and chocolates and
treats everywhere, and it's okay to enjoy treats, but we just don't want to overdo it.
Right.
So getting the healthy stuff in when we can is very helpful, and having a healthy meal that has protein and fiber and healthy fat also helps keep you full, and that can really help keep the cravings down. Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And avoid that late night eating out of the fridge, out of the turkey stuffing container.
Definitely.
Well, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. I appreciate your being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, folks, now that I am officially hungry, I'm not kidding, we want to thank you for watching this edition of Nevada County Now. If you would like to help to contribute or write stories, appear on a show, or even become a host, please check out the details on our website at nevadacountymedia.org/NCN. This program is local news and information brought to you by locals. Remember to stay safe and take care of each other, and get out there and explore all this wonderful community has to offer. Good night.